Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. In today's video update here for Gala, we are trading at 0.01807. 24-hour volume, we're up 5.24%, and market cap, we're up 2.82%. So heading over to our weekly chart, normally I do daily chart, but I kind of wanted to take a look at a weekly chart here because essentially we are closer to the bottom. Now, I don't know if this is the infinitive bottom. However, we can see back here from July in 2021, we have actually seen the bottom where the price is currently at. Now, I wanted to show you guys what an accumulation phase actually means and what does it look like, because there is a lot of videos out there that is saying that Gala, this is the time to invest now, this is the bottom, but essentially we don't actually know where the bottom is and if we are actually in an accumulation phase. Now, accumulation phase is basically near the bottom, okay? And if we take a look at, the picture that I have out here with Trading with Brainer, I love his videos, go check him out. But essentially in the accumulation phase, we do see price going sideways and essentially breaking out from that, especially again in Investopedia, we can see accumulation phase go sideways, reoccurring until we see that ascension or that breakout in an uptrend. So if we take a look on our weekly chart again, we don't essentially see that accumulation phase. And if you think about accumulation, it's always adding, it's always ramping up, it's always gearing, or it's getting ready for something. But if we continue to zigzag and make even lower lows, as we can see, we're coming down and then we're coming down and then coming down even more, it's not essentially an accumulation phase itself. Here where we see on July 26, if we really focus on the accumulation phase, this is ideally what we were looking for, is taking a look on July 21st, coming down to an area of support, coming up to resistance, coming down to support. So from July 26th all the way into September 13th, the price was moving sideways, exactly what we were seeing in the photos as an accumulation phase. So even though yes, the price is currently at the same price we revisited in 2021, 2 years ago, we essentially don't know where the bottom is. So just be very cautious. Definitely take a look into, your own risk assessment going into this. But let's just head over to the daily chart because I think that was important to kind of go over, of essentially seeing majority of what people are talking about and taking a look at some characteristics of what actually an accumulation phase is. So taking a look on our daily chart, yes, we've seen Gala accumulating a lot of these green candlesticks, ultimately coming up to the 20 moving average here. Now, we can see the bottom of the candlestick is, or the body of the candlestick is mainly at the bottom here, which does resemble similar to a shooting star candlestick. And yes, it's green. Normally with a green candlestick in this type of look would be an inverted hammer candlestick that is more important to observe at a downtrend because it shows us an exhaustion of the downtrend and a possible reversal. However, when we just take a look at the candlestick itself, the characteristics of the candlestick, it does show us an exhaustion of the uptrend. And an exhaustion of the uptrend, we may see a lot of selling significance going into our lower time volume. So we're in a 4-hour time frame and then our 2-hour time frame that we're going to take a look at. But essentially, again, if we're looking for more of a reversal for Gala, we do essentially want our MACD indicator of these two lines, so our MACD line in the blue and our signal line, which is the orange, come up at the 0% here, which again, it has not. So if we're taking a look at higher time frame and our MACD indicator, we can see, where is it? It's well below at the very bottom. So if we're wanting that breakout, quote unquote accumulation phase, we still need to break above our 0%. However, let's take our wins when we can, when we're taking a look at this. Just proceed with caution on the daily time frame, as we may see that false breakout for our 20 MA and a rejection line. Heading over to the 4-hour time frame. So 4-hour time frame we've seen is a parallel channel going up. So we're continuously making a lot of higher high peaks and a lot of lower high peaks as well. Now, the characteristic that we see in the last couple of hours here, dating on Tuesday, January 3rd, is normally the price action would come down to an area of support and then come up. However, what we're seeing is we're actually seeing the price narrowing. So hitting resistance at 78% and then hitting support roughly around our 61% of our fib. We do see this candlestick at the very bottom here, which is our hammer candlestick, again, observed at the very bottom, signifies an exhaustion of the downtrend. That's why we saw this gorgeous uptrend coming up here. Now, one of the things that we may experience is coming up and retesting this area of resistance. Now, one of the things that may prevent us from hitting this area of resistance is the MACD indicator. If you notice that we've already crossed over at this section here, and we have these two histograms in these reds here. However, normally we see an expansion of these two lines, signifying that the trend itself may be a strong trend in the opposite direction. Now, what we do see is these two lines are coming closer together, so it may just be a temporary pause of the downtrend that we may experience. So be prepared in the next couple of hours to see this switch over. And if we're seeing this huge histograms back here on December 30th, repeating the same history here, then it's most likely we are going to be breaking above our 78% of our fib and then continuing this channel going forward. Heading over to the 2-hour time frame. Again, you guys, we can see really good candlesticks here. We've got the spinning top candlestick in the middle with this engulfing candlestick. So we've got a lot of pressure here for the buyers itself. And we're most likely going to see, again, a retest of our resistance line at 0.01860. Just be cautious again, because we've seen a dip in our RSI. Normally, again, we see these sell triggers at the area above 80% as considered as overbought. However, we've seen them really low here, so around 60% and then around 57%. So we may anticipate another crossover around 50%. So just be very cautious of that coming up and buying the tops, which I don't advise. Even if I'm not a financial advisor, I wouldn't even advise anyone to be buying the tops and trying to chase those tops itself. So let me know definitely what you guys think down below. Just one more thing I just noticed on the chart itself. We've got a beautiful golden cross here on a 2-hour time frame. So golden cross here, we can see our 20 moving average moving above our 200 moving average. And possibly we're going to see, again, our 50 moving average moving above our 200 moving averages, and these two are both bullish signs in the time frame that we're currently at. So we're in 2-hour time frame. Once we see that initial crossover of the 50 with the 200, it's going to push that price even higher. Again, retest of our resistance line here. So good thing that I caught that. Definitely let me know what you guys think down below. Sorry the video is long. Like and subscribe if you found it insightful, but I'll see you guys next time.